Rico Richy, baby, and I'm back with y'all with another live, man. Since it's Veterans Day, y'all, I thought we should come on and just chill. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. You know what I'm saying? To those who lost loved ones that was in the military, condolences and happy Veterans Days to the ones that you lost to as well. But if you joining me and you are a veteran, let me know what branch you serve. But we gonna give everybody some time to come on in. So come on in, y'all. Let y'all come on in while I mix my drink up and everything. Yeah, we having us a veterans drink today, y'all. Mm-hmm. Got me 2 shots. We pull up, y'all. Mix them. You did. Uh-oh. Gotta make sure. Something ain't feeling right, y'all. Oh. Yeah, I know that's what's up, y'all. But luckily I noticed, bro. Hey, something ain't feeling right over here, man. Damn, what the hell going on? It be like that sometimes, baby. I'm pour 1.5 up and let me add this right here. Ah, got that sizzle. Oh, got that bubbly up in there, y'all. Oh. Mm. Y'all know we don't wait no liquor, so we gotta take this hold on, y'all made a mess. Mm-mm-mm. We gotta take us a Veterans Day shot for the bees, you know? For all the vets. Let me get my shit together, y'all. Hold up. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun, y'all. We just gonna get in a couple of different videos, man, about what's been going on out there in the YouTube streets and all that. Yeah, I can't see, so I be wasting my shots sometimes, y'all. A lot of damn times. I need me a personal shot pour. Y'all gonna, man, my subscribers, y'all gonna pay for me a personal shot pour. I need a personal shot pour and a personal weed roller. But let me take this shot, y'all. Let's take this Veterans Day shot, baby. You feel me? Happy Veterans Day to all my people. Make sure y'all also hit that like for them vets, you know. Hit the like button for the vets. Hit that subscribe button till you coming in. You ain't enjoying the channel. Yeah, what's wrong with you? Why you hating on the blind homie? Hold on, I do like for y'all to hear what I hear. So hold up, baby.
Speech rate. Speech rate 285%. Speech rate 194%. Speech rate 177%. Speech rate 120%. Speech rate 82%.
Alright, y'all should be able to understand that. You know. Yeah, I know, man. I'm doing everything, y'all. I'm the cameraman. I'm the motherfucking well, I don't edit films yet. But I got a film editor though, bro. I'm gonna put him to work pretty soon. You feel me? But we gotta build them subscribers up before we do all that. You did. If I'm gonna put that type of money in, I'm gonna put money into my
showing items 1 to 2 of 2.
Oh, we got a visitor, y'all. Who popped up?
Welcome to live chat. The _ Dino Spino. What's 6x9 plus 6 plus 7? Button. Tap to activate. Welcome the _ Dino Spino. What's 6x9 plus 6 plus 7? Button.
Bro, I don't like
tap
algebra.
to activate.
I ain't no algebra. I don't do algebra. Shit, I do basic math, multiplications, adding, subtraction, fractions, that type of shit. I don't do
Showing
algebra.
items 1 to 3 of 3.
Salute if you're a veteran. Please let me know what branch you served in. Happy Veterans Day to all my veterans. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the Grind to Win brand. You know, salute, salute, salute to you. And this shot is for you. Come on here fucking with me like that, bruh. You know how long I've been out of high school now for 20 years, bro. Oh, man, damn all that. And shit, I ain't man, damn all that.
Creator tools.
Look at you.
Button. Up. No. The underscore real underscore BSC underscore simp. Hello. Button.
Hey.
Tap to
Y'all can
activate.
come on here with all these goddamn hard ass algebra questions, man. Like, I man, damn all that, y'all. I don't man, shit. You should have told me you was in class, bro. You should have told me I was gonna have a guy doggone. Well, pop quiz. You don't really tell the class you have a pop quiz or something. You could have DM'd the nigga and say, bro, I might pop up with a question on your live and see what you say. Yeah, nigga, I would have told you just like that, bro. I don't do no goddamn algebra. Ain't that what Medea ugly ass say? I don't do no goddamn algebra. Algebra. You feel me? Boy, I algebraic. Yeah, when it come to that shit. But just test me somewhere else, though. The algebra stuff, I ain't with that, man. Hell nah. They started putting letters and squares and triangles and shit, bro. They messed me up with that. I was like, oh hell no, I ain't finna deal with all that, nigga. Cause when I go to the grocery store, go get whatever I need from the store, they be like, your total is 10x plus 2 3 times 3 4. And that they don't do all that shit, bro. So damn all that. Got me a nice little drink mixed up, y'all. And I got a table out there, y'all. You feel me? Now this is like this my favorite cup. Uh-oh. Let's see, what can I share with y'all today? Let's see. Something that's special to me, y'all. So y'all can know a little bit more about the BlindHomie. You feel me? What do I got in here that's Well, I can show y'all these, bro. Cause one of the first time I jumped on a plane, you feel me? This is what I was wearing. After I lost my right eye, shoot, my homie called me up, put me on the plane. My brother put me on the plane, went to go chill with some of my people. And this was one of the gifts I got after I lost my eye. So these right here, they do mean a lot to me, you feel me? They do. And at one point I was gonna sell them, not because I need the money, but just because I was trying to invest more into my company and everything like that. But yeah, he got the Gucci red bottom and everything, yeah. Yeah, we do the real show, yeah. Ain't no fake stuff, you feel me? Yeah, so I might pull these out with the Louis coat, you know what I'm saying? And with the Louis coat and the Fendi belt. Yeah, I be mismatching shit too. But yeah, that's one of the things that means something to me. Not because they're Gucci or anything like that. It's more because of, you know, the time that I got them with me losing my eye and everything. So, you know, that was something that kind of started my my new transformation into me becoming who y'all see right now, Rico Richy, BlindHomie Rico Richy. You feel me? So, yeah. Whoever, you ever deal with stuff like that, don't let it stop you. Let it be a drive to keep you pushing. You know what I'm saying? Just because you lose a limb, a eye, whatever, you know what I'm saying, a finger, whatever, but don't get discouraged about it. You feel me? Because your kids still got to eat. You feel me? Your bills still got to be paid, and responsibilities still got to be handled. So you can't, you can't let that kind of stuff deter you from, the main focus, the main goal. You know what I'm saying? And that is, of course, you remained in, strong for yourself. You know, a lot of people ain't gonna understand what you be going through and why you react to certain things the way you do. You know, because of what you went through, you still, you know, remain humble, be strong, keep praying, and keep your best foot forward. You feel me? Because when I lost my eye and came back from Kentucky, I ended up starting, you know, my production company, which y'all know as GrindtoWin Productions LLC. You feel me? And I do have big plans and ideas. You know what I'm saying? Once I start hiring or start, you know, allowing people to come in my space and work with me, you know, as a partnership and stuff, we gonna see different things. But right now, I'm the investor in my stuff. You know, I do have, you know, some great family members that also support me what I need and stuff like that. So, you know, shit, I ain't a bed, but I'm doing, you know, I'm doing all right. You feel me? And I'm gonna just keep pushing my brand, my company. So whenever y'all see that logo, them logos, y'all know it's the BlindHomie. You know what I'm saying? My logo is gonna always represent. I'm a Leo, so it's always gonna have some sort of lion in there, lion paw, something like that. But you gonna know, you know, I'm representing the blind community too as well, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody enjoying day too. I don't know if y'all had a day off, but we had a day off today. So she want to come in and do, you know, some videos with you guys because it's been a lot going on, man, with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Um, Big U just lost one of his sons. You know, look like Nipsey Hussle got some revenge, y'all, or something. Like Nipsey Hussle woke up and went to go. He went to go slide for a minute. I'm not saying it's true or whatever, but you know, condolences to Big U. You know, and his family. He just lost a son. But when you involved with certain things, understand what come behind it. You feel me? So, like the Bible say, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You feel me? Whatever energy you put out there, and sometimes I can like Big U son might not have nothing to do with anything, but because of the energy that his dad put out, you know, he caught the backlash of it, and that's how it goes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like you might not be, you know, penalized for the energy that you put out, but somebody you love dearly, that's very close to you will, and then that shit might turn around and hit your ass after that. It might hit somebody else first, so you can watch them suffer, or something like that, and then it's gonna come tear your ass up too. You feel me? So remember the energy you put out, whether it's good, it's gonna come back to you. If it's bad, it's gonna come back to you times fold. You feel me? So, but hey man, y'all hit that like for the BlindHomie, hit that subscribe button too as well, man. Let's get these likes up. And don't forget the BlindHomie will be giving away $100 of his own hard-earned money, you know, to one of my next 500 subscribers. And the goal we trying to get to, people, is 600. You did. So y'all help me get up to 600. Please continue to help the BlindHomie get out there in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Because I like doing this YouTube thing, man. Y'all make a brother, y'all make a brother feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 times a day I smile. Well, 3. When I talk to my daughter, when I'm at work listening to my music, and when I get to do my videos. You feel me? Outside of that, y'all, like I don't do too much smiling. But I'm joyful though, like trust me. You ain't gotta smile to be joyful. Me, I ain't gotta be cheesing all day to feel joyful. That's how I feel. You might feel different. You know what I'm saying? But those who know I'm joyful, they'll tell you, cause hey, I had your ass rolling too if I really want to. I have you blowing snot, coughing up milk, all that gets if I want to, you know. But let's get into this, y'all. I gotta find my other tool right quick. Like I forgot where I said them. Talking to y'all. All right, they right here. Oh, look, y'all. Yeah, City, bro. If you watching, bro, my bad, bro. Like, I popped off. I shouldn't have popped off. I just read the shit wrong. You feel me? But I was like, damn, is he trying to chump me on this motherfucker, bro? I ain't going for it. You feel me? Like, I got respect for you too, homie. So, you know what I'm saying? It was just a misunderstanding, y'all. But shout out City Nash, man. If y'all haven't yet, go check him out. He got 2 pages. You feel me? 2 channels, I should say. So go check out both of them. I think the other channel is called Revolt. I believe that's the name of it. So go subscribe, hit that like, hit that comment. Let them know the blind homie sent you. You feel me? Said he is pretty cool, bro. Despite all the bullshit y'all hear about a lot of these bloggers, man, some of them actually be really cool as people. It's just some of these people can't really feel that way because they haven't met them personally, or if they do meet them personally and they don't end up being cool with them, it's because you know either their views ain't the same, or the aggressor don't want to be cool with the motherfucker that ain't trying to go with his views. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how a lot of that stuff be going, man. But you got a lot of real people out here that's doing real thing, that's not into the YouTube and blogging and stuff like that for the clout. Or of course we all want to make money. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of these guys put up their cash app and stuff. I do have a company cash app. That I will eventually put up maybe in December. We'll see how it go. If you guys want to support BlindHomie, in order for me to get more things for my company, my brand, like logos, shirts, more shot glasses made. We do got more shot glasses. I'm gonna show you guys one of those. Um, Help me be able to pay for more promo, microphones, certain things that I want to have to build my brand and company. You know what I'm saying? So maybe in December I might try to do that. But for let me show y'all the grind to win. I got 2 different ones, so I don't know which one I'm gonna really pull out, but I'm definitely gonna show y'all one so y'all can see how it look. Yeah, see, everybody doing shirts. I want to do shirts too, hats, beanies, all that type of stuff. It's just gonna take me some time to get there, y'all. So y'all pray for me. You feel me? But let me make sure. See, this the grind to win shot glass. You feel me? You guys want to order one or anything like that, you can DM me, Grind to Win on Instagram, or you can send me an email, grindtowinproductionsllc@gmail.com, or you can also shoot me a text with your name, address if I have to deliver it to you, and I'll tell you how to send the cash app to me and everything like that. And if you want to do that, the number is 229-400. 229-553-8877. So let me put this up, y'all, so we can get back to it. Alright, man. Y'all ready to see what's going on with Big U and his son, man? I know he been dealing with all this, he locked up right now. Can't really say if it's because of a Rico or anything like that, but he's definitely in prison on different, jail or incarcerated because of different charges right now. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what they talking about. Cali, man, LA like Nipsey out here sliding. So let me readjust this for y'all so y'all can watch this with me. Make sure you can see this. If you can't, let me know in the comments.
Welcome to Live Chat. Welcome to Live Chat. Remember to guard your privacy. The _real_BSC_simp. Hello, but
Trying to make sure I ain't missing nothing.
the _real_the_
None of the comments, y'all.
the creator tools
Sorry if I
button
look crazy.
out of list. Tap to activate.
Alright, y'all, let's go. Hey, if you in here, man, I know some of y'all be in here and y'all want to hit the comments, but if you in here, you're a former You was in the military, let me know what branch you was in if you don't mind. Please, and happy Veterans Day to all our veterans. You feel me? And if you secretly watching, make sure you hit that like button for me. Yeah, I said it, nigga. If you secretly watching, make sure you hit that like button for me. God dog, it ain't gonna take you that long. Shoot, stop being like that. Y'all know yeah, they don't know I know, but some of these bloggers be out here, they be taking my shit too. But it's cool. I mean, y'all can have it. You feel me? Everybody a lot of motherfuckers be stealing my style and they don't want to pay homage to where they got it from, but it's cool. You feel me? Just know I'm the originator of a lot of this stuff. They be taking my shit, y'all.
34-year-old Jabari Henley is the son of Eugene Henley, better known as Big U. Eugene Henley once managed Nipsey Hussle and is alleged to be the former leader of the Rolling 60s Crips gang.
Got killed tonight. He has one son that plays for the Chargers and one son that does not. And I don't know which son it was that got killed. I think it's the son who doesn't play for the Chargers.
Black Sam's name is back in the headlines. And it's all because Big U's family just got hit near Nipsey's old block. Halloween night in South Central turned cold when sirens echoed down Figueroa and 69th. The news spread fast. Jabari Henley, known in the streets as Baby UIU, son of Big U, was shot and killed. No suspects, clear motive, just silence, shock, and whispers flooding the city. And when something like this happens near Nipsey's old stomping grounds, the
settlement check completely changed my work, and it came from a comment I almost forgot about. I never imagined something this criminal and that felt.
Block starts talking, old stories start resurfacing, and the first name on everyone's mind is Black Sam. Now, nobody's confirmed a link between this tragedy and that long, complicated history between Big U and Black Sam. But if you've been around LA long enough, you already know folks don't wait for police reports to start putting two and two together. The tension between those two runs deep. Big U once stood side by side with Black Sam, but what started as mentorship flipped into a cold war over Nip's legacy. So when word got out that Big U's son was killed, it didn't feel random. It felt like history refusing to stay buried. And through it all, Black Sam's silence says more than a caption ever could. Maybe it's grief, or maybe it's a quiet reminder that in South Central, some stories don't end. But here's where the story starts, really. Jabari went down right in the heart of Vermont Slauson. If you know, you know. This section carries decades of history. It's not just another block. It's territory tied to
My
the
bad, y'all. I'm gonna have to
neighborhood
fix
Crips,
this.
the same set that once moved under Big U's leadership. It was Halloween night, just after 11 p.m., when Jabari walked up to a parked vehicle near a smoke shop. Seconds later, shots rang out. The suspects took off before anyone even processed what just happened. Now, the streets didn't need a press release to feel the weight of that moment, because this wasn't some random gas station or a block nobody knew. This was home turf, the same zone that helped shape Nipsey, Big U, and the world that both connected and divided them. So when news broke, people didn't just ask who did it. They asked why there. And that question is what brought the old whispers back. See, folks know there's a cold war between Black Sam and Big U. Not the type you see on Instagram, but the kind that plays out through silence, distance, and respect, mixed with hate. So when a tragedy like this hits that exact spot, people start connecting dots because around here...
The _real_BSC_sim. Hello. Button. In list 3 items. Tap to activate.
That silence tells more than a caption ever could. That's the thing about Black Sam. He's known in the streets as the dude who always moves with strategy and patience. He's not loud. He's not chasing headlines. From day one in Crenshaw, he's been the protector, not just of Nipsey, but of everything they built together. Back when Nip was still pushing mixtapes out the trunk, Black Sam was the one plotting the blueprint. He wasn't the rapper. He was the architect, the businessman, the one who made sure the marathon didn't just sound like a movement. It ran like one. That cautious energy didn't come from nowhere. Sam's been through it, run-ins with the law, near misses, street politics, all of it. He learned early that in LA, the loudest man in the room is usually the weakest one. So he chose silence. But that silence always carried power. So when news hit that Big U's son was killed, people looked to Black Sam, not expecting a post, just to feed.
But don't we know that anywhere, fellas, though? Anytime you walk in the room and it's a nigga being extra loud, extra this, just too extra. Like he gotta make sure motherfuckers see him. Man, you already know he'll suck it on, fella. We know that nigga weak, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We know, like, a motherfucker gotta be that, them women tendency, son. Like, you gotta be seen for real. Like, you wanna be seen like a female, nigga. Like, men don't do that, bro. We know the code, niggas. We peep the scenery. I'm out closed. We don't speak until somebody speak to us if we wanna speak. You feel me?
Right.
Because those who know the history know how he moves, and that's why the streets are reading into his silence. Some say it's respect, others say it's restraint, him making sure Nipsey's name stays clean while the block stirs. But the real ones see it as a warning. If Black Sam's quiet, it's not because he's unaware, it's because he's waiting. Speaking of the real ones, let's talk history and how we even got here in the first place. Before all the headlines and speculation, there was a deep and complicated history. Back in the mid-2000s, when Nipsey was still building his name on the streets of Crenshaw, Big U was one of the biggest figures in LA. He wasn't just a shot caller for the Rollin' 60 neighborhood Crips. He was also plugged into the music game, managing artists, making industry calls, and opening doors that most people from the block never even got close to.
Now, we know some of the artists that Nipsey worked with, but I don't really know if a lot of those artists that he worked with was under Big U label or whatnot. So I don't really know who all was up under Big U label outside of Nipsey Hussle. And Nipsey was like, Nipsey made Big U label, man, to be honest with you, bro. Well, nobody really studied Big U until he locked in with Nipsey, bro. And everybody was, Nipsey music changed the game in a way that, you know, a lot of artists respected because of his lyrics, the different things he was talking about. He wasn't talking about the usual things that you would hear in rap lyrics, like the money, the drugs, the women, the cars, the clothes, all that BS right there. Nipsey was really telling you how to really be a hustler, bro. Like how to really go about having stock, how to go about having land, all that. He was educating you in his music, bro. So if you're a Nipsey fan, you know, or a Nipsey listener, you know what I'm talking about, bro. And that's the same with guys like a lot of people don't show him a lot of credit or give him a lot of credit, but Money Man too. Money Man, one of them artists too. That if you listen to his music, bro, he telling you how to he drawing you a map of how to hustle with the corporations, bro, with the legit corporations.
Linked up with Nipsey, it was like power meeting potential. He helped Nip get signed to Epic Records, moved him around rooms full of execs, and gave him that first shot at legitimacy. For a while, everything looked solid. Big U was the muscle, Nipsey was the vision, and together they were turning street hustle into industry currency. But that balance didn't last. The same control that made Big U powerful also started to box Nipsey in. As the business side got messier, Nip and Black Sam started realizing they didn't need anyone else dictating their moves. They had their own blueprint, ownership, independence, all money in. And when they finally cut ties to go solo, it wasn't just a business decision, it was a declaration. That move hit hard. It meant rejecting not only a label, but the man who once helped put Nipsey on. And in LA.
And that's because Big U wanted to be the star with Nipsey. He wanted to be the star with Nipsey, man. But he wasn't getting the stardom that Nipsey was getting. All Big U was all he had to do was really play his role as a label owner, bro. Like what TDE is doing, like what Top Dog is doing, bro. But Big U couldn't do that, bro. He had Big U wanted all the money, bro. He wanted the fame, the stardom. He wanted loyalty. He didn't want your love. He wanted loyalty. He wanted to extort. He wanted to do all that, bro. And Nipsey kind of caught on to what he was doing. It took him a while to catch on, but he caught on.
Like that don't just fade away. They create divines, ones built on pride, loyalty, and betrayal. From there, the relationship between Big U and the Big Bros fell apart fast. There were rumors of threats, altercations, even heated confrontations over music and money. The air between them got thick with distrust. Even when they tried to reconcile years later, When Big U briefly managed Nipsey again during his promo run, that tension never truly disappeared, especially not for Black Sam, who never forgot how that power struggle started. So when violence hits close to Nipsey's legacy, especially near the blocks that raised them all, old names start resurfacing, because this isn't just...
Okay, I have a confession. I was trying to stop my husband from buying 87 cents generic Viagra.
About what happened last week, it's about what never got resolved years ago. After the split, both men built empires, just in completely different worlds. Big U stayed rooted in the same streets that raised him. His reach stretched from the rolling 60s blocks to industry boardrooms. He was known to many as the bridge between gang politics and corporate music. To others, though, he was still the enforcer, the gatekeeper, the figure whose name carried both respect and fear. He organized peace programs, rubbed shoulders with execs, but never stopped commanding attention in the neighborhoods he came from. Every move reminded people that Big U's presence still meant...
And people really had respect for Big U, whether it was in the industry or not. You know what I'm saying? Until they found out everything that was going on. And one thing that definitely messed up Big U was when his son, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to mess it up, but the one that played for the Chargers. We know last year around Christmas, he sent like $60,000, something like that, worth of toys to the LA County neighborhoods and stuff like that. And somebody ended up stealing the truck with the toys, and then they end up like something like they got reimbursed for the toys, and then somebody found the toys and all that kind of stuff. Like allegedly, that was Big U behind all that. Like, so it looked like Big U stole the toys from his son and then extorted his son for more money and gave the toys back. So like his arrest came like shortly after that. You feel me? So even the feds, you know, it looked like the feds had been watching him, and they knew what he was doing. It's just that last thing with the toys, that was the dagger in the back.
The kind that doesn't
'Cause
need
you
a
stole
microphone,
from your
just a
own
phone
son,
call.
my nigga.
Black Sam, on the other hand, played a different game entirely. Where Big U pushed muscle, Sam built structure. His lane was quiet but clean. Business filings, property deeds, and community ventures instead of block control. Through All Money In, he helped Nipsey turn independence into a lifestyle brand. He made ownership the new badge of honor. And when Nip passed, Sam doubled down, keeping the marathon name sacred, guarding the legacy like it was family DNA. So while Big U represents the old school code, Black Sam stands for the new blueprint: ownership, family, and quiet power. Two sides of the same city, two eras still colliding in spirit. And that's why this balance never feels settled. When something tragic shakes the block, like the murder of Big U's son, it doesn't just spark grief, it reignites that invisible tug of war. But why did this even happen to Big U's son? Was this hit payback? When the news hit that Big U's son was gone, the word payback started floating through the city before the police even taped off the scene. Now nobody's out here saying there's proof, but let's be...
And if you in Cali, or you from Cali and you in the comments, or you watching the video, and you know you kind of into the politics around, you know, Los Angeles, do you think that Baby Huey death was a retaliation for what happened to Nipsey, or was it something deeper involved? Like, is it a power struggle? Like, are the youngest trying to take over now that Big U is locked up and everything like that? If anybody in LA know what's going on and you feel like elaborating for me in the comments, or hit me up, GrindtoWin on my Instagram DM, let me know.
With the kind of reputation Big U built over decades, people were always going to look deeper. This wasn't some random dude. This was a man with a list of enemies longer than most people's resumes. A man now facing serious federal charges for racketeering, murder, robbery, and extortion. The kind of case that makes even his allies start watching their backs. Some said it was karma, that the sins of the father finally came home. Others whispered this was revenge, maybe from rival sets, maybe from someone burned in those so-called business moves that blurred the line between the streets and the industry. Jabari was carving his own lane in the music game, building clout while navigating the shadows of his father's legacy. But
now they do say he was a rapper, Baby Huey. They do say Big U's son, his I think that was his youngest son. Whether he's older or younger than the one that played football, I can't really tell you. But they do say he, it has been working around that he was a rapper, but I just never heard of none of his songs. And I heard a lot of motherfuckers from LA. I like the LA style. I like, a lot of their lyrics, how they word their words, man. They wordplay and everything like that, right? I like my Cali artists. Like I ain't gonna lie. My Damo Genesis, shoot, my Tyler the Creators, my Earl sweatshirts, um, my Ben Staples, you know, Mozzie, Mozzie, um, let me see who else out there in LA that I like, bro. T.O., Young T.O. I'm definitely rocking with Young T.O. Shout out Young T.O. That's another artist I don't think get the credit he should get, bro. But let's go back to the video.
Don't
I can do that all day.
Sometimes past actions come back in ways no one sees coming. Big U has been facing heavy legal scrutiny for embezzlement, corruption, and connections to past street conflicts that went left. People close to the scene point out that he built a reputation laying down rules in LA's toughest corners. And every rule comes with someone keeping score. That history casts a long shadow, and Jabari might have been under without even realizing it. Now here's where street-shaped trauma before his passing. His uncle was gunned down in a drive-by when he was just 7. He grew up navigating a father behind bars and a family deeply entrenched in LA's underground. By the time he hit the music scene,
You ever wonder how Nectar can provide such an incredible deal for your bundle? This bundle includes the Nectar mattress,
he was balancing start.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. With this being Big U second time in the feds, bro, going to the fed, I don't think he gonna be able to beat the case that he got now. I think he finna spend at least the next 15, 20 years of his life, if not the rest of his life, behind federal prison. I do, however, think that guys like somebody like Lil Durk may have a better chance. You feel me? I honestly, despite all the incriminating evidence that they do or have towards Lil Durk, I do think he may have more of a fighting chance than all these other guys, especially somebody like YMW Melly. I think Melly is gone.
Credibility and the weight of family history. Yet the question remains, did his rise in the spotlight make him a target tied to his father's old enemies? The chatter online, from Reddit threads to street forums, is full of speculation about revenge. Some say it's linked to old gang rivalries. Others suggest someone wanted to see if the Henley name still carried power on the streets. And even as Jabari tried to separate himself, he remained linked to Big U's network, record label ties, collaborations with major artists, and a lifestyle built on visibility. The visibility might have painted a target on him. So this tragedy is another reminder.
Dude, this nigga did he even have a song with Nipsey? Did Baby U even have a song with Nipsey Hussle, y'all? Somebody, if anybody know, let me know.
The past doesn't stay buried. Enemies, grudges, and old scores can linger long enough to touch the next generation. But we will still have to wait a bit before we find out if this was purely a random act of violence or a message aimed at Big U himself. And the darkest theory, that this was a message, not just for Big U, but for everyone tied to him. A way of saying, you can run the game for decades, but you can't outlive the energy you put in it. That's how the streets work. And with Big U locked up and his son gone, some are saying the scales might have finally started to tip. But does this change Nip's legacy at all? Nipsey's legacy and LA politics. Jabari's death is so close to what Nipsey tried to change. When the people who were meant to carry the torch of that legacy get pulled into the same cycle of violence and power plays, it hits different. And that's the crunch of it. Nipsey's message said, build, uplift, win on your terms. Yet here we are, Big U.
Happy Veterans Day to my veterans out there.
Learn more. Welcome to Live Chat. Remember to
Let's try to check on the chats, guys.
the _ Dino Spino. What the _ real _ BSC _ simp. Hello.
If you guys still
Number
with me,
the _ real _ BSC _ simp. Hello. Creator tools button. Number the _
if you guys still with me, please continue.
Welcome to Live
for me.
Chat.
It's a lot of, that's why I need somebody to do this for me.
Creator tools. Number 2. But the underscore. Number 2. The underscore real. The underscore.
Let's get back to the video, you guys. I'll just make sure I wasn't missing no comments or anything like that. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe button for the Blind Homie, man. The Blind Homie is giving $100 to one of my next 500 subscribers. So, hey, if that's you, it could be. All you gotta do is hit that like, drop that comment, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? And the goal we trying to get is 600.
Son, and his own life is in shambles. As you guys know, the streets in LA aren't just dangerous, they're evolving.
Cause once we reach our 600 goal, guys, for me to get to 1,000, the next 500 or 1,100, we're gonna up the ante to 200.
Keep happening in the same areas, the same timing, and with the same deadly patterns, almost like a repeating cycle. People aren't just losing their lives randomly. Many are being targeted because of connections, family ties, or old beefs. Think about PNB Rock. Dude was gunned down while he was out eating chicken with his girl. It all started over a chain, something that escalated instantly and turned.
FanDuel,
I hate
America's
these
number one
commercials.
sportsbook. Introducing FanDuel Picks.
Turned deadly. Situations can spiral in these streets. Many of these killings happen at night, during holidays, or times when the streets are crowded and distractions are everywhere. Halloween, New Year's Eve, the 4th of July, days meant for celebration, not violence, have become moments where the streets are at their deadliest. The reality is, the same street dynamics that surrounded Big U and Jabari are still shaping hip-hop today. High-profile deaths, beefs, and targeted attacks aren't just news. They're part of the ecosystem that the music industry has built itself around. Visibility in the streets now directly translates to visibility online, and social media has amplified risk. Every post, diss, or video drop can escalate tension, and for families like Big U's, that online attention can make them targets before they even step outside. We're seeing this with younger artists and crews right now. The rise of LA rappers linking their music with street credibility means that conflicts in real life often have digital fingerprints. A single appearance in the wrong zone or association with a high-profile figure can spiral into violence. Jabari's death fits this pattern. He had visibility, connections, and a public presence, all of which made him a target the moment he walked into that smoke shop. The streets and the culture of hip-hop don't exist in isolation. They feed into each other, creating pressure points that can explode at any time. Legacy and reputation matter more than ever. The lessons of Nipsey Hussle, Black Sam, and other fallen figures still resonate. Even if an artist is trying to build a positive platform, the shadow of past rivalries, family ties, or old beefs can catch up quickly. Today's hip-hop scene is navigating this same tension, where success, fame, and influence can elevate you, but also expose you to risks inherited from the streets your family or crew has been part of for decades. Jabari was living this reality firsthand, trying to build his music career while navigating a world where visibility equals vulnerability.
But if I remember correctly, didn't he say he was a proud crypto? So, crypto. Didn't he say he was a proud crypto? Like, so you got to understand, shit, what's behind that, bro. Like, especially if you still active, bro. It really gonna take, bro. It's gonna take more than 5 years for motherfuckers to recognize you actually out the streets and out the way. You feel me? For them to not to really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take at least 10 to 15 years. You feel me? Because if you still socializing with guys who are doing damage in the street, then their enemies gonna feel like you still doing damage in the street. So whichever one of y'all they can catch, that's who they gonna catch. You know what I'm saying? He could have really been out the way not doing nothing, but if a lot of the guys he kept around here was still in the streets, running in the streets, and he wasn't telling them to stop, don't do this, bro, don't do that, because I'm trying to get us up out of here, bro. I'm trying to get us to not do this type of shit, bro. And if we do this, then that's gonna put, you know, more bullshit on us that we got to handle. You know what I'm saying? And if he actually did got unalive because of the shit his dad was doing, then yeah, that's fucked up. You feel me? But you know, it's literally no god doggone rules though, bro. Like not no more. It's literally no rules no more. So really right now to be in the street where there's no type of loyalty, no rules, none of the big homies willing to step up and get the little homies to calm down or not do this because they're scared, they might get striked by the little homies, then yeah, you know, without no structure, it's wild. You feel me? So it's really no telling if baby Huey was hit behind Nipsey Hussle, what his daddy was doing, or whatever, you know, one of his homies was doing in the streets.
The evolution of violence in LA mirrors changes in hip-hop culture too. Just like social media has sped up reputation cycles and beefs, firearms and rapid escalation have made attacks more lethal. What used to be warnings or minor disputes now ends in tragedy, leaving families to face consequences in real time. This is a part of a larger trend in hip-hop where the collision of street legacy, social exposure, and ambition can turn fatal almost instantly. What's clear is this: the streets and hip-hop are still intertwined, and visibility, legacy, and connection are just as dangerous as they are powerful. All around LA and other places, we got reminders that even ambition and talent can't always shield you from the cycles of violence that follow fame and family ties. The question now is, how long before the next chapter unfolds, and who will be caught in the crossfire?
Yeah, I was about to move to that video, bro. Let's see what's going on now. Chill. Let's see,
The General gives you a great you covered. Yeah, whether it's on your car insurance.
I'm taking a break from being the auto-tune guy.
let's start it right here.
Come on, bro. I know.
So this video is about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. We're gonna see what they talking about. Let's see what's going on.
And then the nigga say, ask me if I care.
Only a part of me that had a realization like, bruh, you a hater. Like, yo, you are literally hating.
This video is to remind everybody to never forget that J. Cole is still a hoe, a scary hoe, a passive-aggressive hoe, fake moral hoe, a fake nice hoe, fake angry hoe, a hating ass hoe, a ride or bike for attention hoe, a performative hoe, a performative enthusiast, a fake-ass friend. Scooby-Doo hate that.
I agree with all that nigga saying about J. Cole, bro. Like straight up, like, hey, cause when that battle went on, bro, like this. Okay, so let's go to where everybody was talking about, bro. When first shooters, like we don't know the backstory. Maybe they could have asked Kendrick Lamar to get on there with them. Kendrick Lamar wasn't feeling that shit because Kendrick Lamar saw two bust ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Kendrick Lamar saw. He saw two bust ass niggas. And y'all claiming to be the greatest. I'm not finna hop on this shit with y'all. Okay, I can eat both of y'all alive. You feel me? So when Kendrick denied them, it made Drake and J. Cole feel some type of way. It's just J. Cole, he sided with Drake. Like he sided with Drake at first. He threw his shot, he made the diss record, and then that motherfucker took that shit down, bro. Like, he didn't even keep it up, bro. Like, he took the whole song down, bro. Like, I don't even think you can find the song no more. You feel me? So when he did that, like, you kind of lost your manhood card, nigga. Because even if you wanted to pick sides or choose not to get yourself involved, you had already put yourself involved. And then to hear a motherfucker say he bowed gracefully. No, he didn't. That nigga he filed out like a hoe. J. Cole filed out like a bitch. Like, oh, let me get myself out of here. I don't want to be a part of it. Like, bruh, like, what was you doing? Because honestly, he ain't have to side with Drake or Kendrick. He could have went at both of them for the throne if he really wanted to. You feel me? But he chose to side with Drake and then he chose to make that diss song towards Kendrick Lamar, and then he chose to take it down, and then he chose to try to make peace with both of them, which made him really look even more of a sucker. So Kendrick like, nah, nigga, like that. You feel me? Hell nah, I ain't rocking with that. Nah, bro, you nah, hell nah, bro. You want to play both sides and then remain loyal to both of us? You want to be nah, nigga. When you already showed your hand to who really, you really want to be most loyal with. Like he really wanted to be most loyal with Drake, but he just like, damn, if I can have both of these niggas on my side, bro, like but man, damn, everything could change, and it did happen like that for him. So yeah, bro, look, the BlindHomie is humble as they come, but J. Cole is a true definition of a humble bitch, bro. Cause you supposed to stand your ground, you supposed to stand your ground, and you didn't, and that will make you look flawed as hell. Like as an artist, bro, as a man, that made you look flawed as hell, J. Cole, bro.
Showing items 1 to 4 of
Like,
4.
you looked at so flawed when you did that, dog. Like you disappointed a lot of dudes who actually had some respect for you. But when you made that move right there to got doggone bow, let's just say bow gracefully out the beef. Bro, you man, cause everybody felt like, yeah, J. Cole got, man, like who believes that Drake is really out rapping J. Cole? I'm not believing that, bro. Come on, bro. I'm not believing Drake can out rap no J. Cole, but I know J. Cole can't out rap no Kendrick Lamar. So he could have really showed something to us, bro. But that nigga, man, it's like he cut his own balls off and put them in his top drawer where his drawers at. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, J. Cole.
Well, if it isn't our old friend.
Jay, there the whole time, but ended up being the old man under the mask. Mrs. Doubtfire head at it's me.
Hey, don't do Robin Woods like that. Why Robin Williams like that, my boy?
J. Cole's the type to tell everyone why they wrong, but never could take accountability. The theatric wise guy. He crunches on pointing out others' flaws to cope with the fact that he's been a mid-tier rapper his entire career. How the fuck you come out the same year Drake did and successfully look like his little homie? And you're older. You're older than him. J. Cole the kind of dude who'll dap you up, smile in your face, and go home and write a...
And he right, bro. J. Cole and Drake came out around the same time, but Drake became a bigger artist than J. Cole. And J. Cole can really rap back lyrically. J. Cole is better than Drake, bro. Lyrically, J. Cole is way better than Drake, bro. You feel me? So everybody like that, yeah, nigga, like how you man, let's see what Deleted got to say, y'all. I'm gonna leave it alone, man. J. Cole, man, you disappointed, man.
Reflection. He's not humble, he's hesitant.
I had some fake morals.
He talks like peace is power, but moves like fear is therapy. The fake deep prophet, it's been expired. He ain't.
That's what I'm saying. He got scared, bro. Like he got scared and bowed out through the beat. I saw he bowed out gracefully. Hell no, he didn't.
Soft voice, fake concern, but then backstabs you in the email. Morality rapper, my
that nigga threw a punch.
Customer service. It's the fact that
look, man. J. Cole threw a punch and ran back inside the house. Like I don't want to be a part of that no more. I don't want to be a part of that no more.
Caught feelings just because Drake felt a way about Kendrick. Like, come on, bro. Kendrick didn't have to do that damn song. When he declined first-person shooter, what the hell did that have to do with you? That should have been the end of it. But nah, here comes little old Jermaine. Little old Jermaine jumping in like Drake's emotional support rapper. Why did you even feel the need to protect him? Why did you get mad, offended over another grown man's behalf? Kendrick didn't owe y'all that shit. He didn't owe y'all that verse. He just didn't fuck with the vibe. It was simple. And believe me when I say I am not Kendrick's protector. I do not coddle this.
That because, bro, Kendrick is a different type of rapper, bro. He's a rapper who's known as a rapper to the public, but to LA, to California, he's just Kendrick. You feel me? And he never changed that about himself. Like, he remained Kendrick Lamar throughout his entire career. Even within the past year, to where his career had really, like that shit, his career, man, with that beef, I mean, damn, I don't even know how to say it, y'all. But it just took, he was already big before, but his shit just exploded with this Drake beef. You feel me? So and with that, like, his ego didn't change, his temperament, his attitude, the way he go about his business, like, nothing changed about him. He remained the same, bro. And that's what you can't say that shit about Drake. Like that, you know what I'm saying? You can't. He never. He like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, I'm like Kendrick say, yeah, I'm the best. But he's saying I'm the best to, like, he wanna antagonize competition. You feel me? Like, he ain't just saying I'm the best and nobody can't go after me, can't take my throne, like what Drake saying. Kendrick like, yeah, nigga, I'm the best. You wanna go one on one with the best? Like, let's go. Like, that's who Kendrick is, bro. Like, he's been like that since 2009 when he came out. 10. You feel me? Like, with anybody he's ever worked with, Schoolboy Q, J Rock, anybody, bro, anybody he's ever worked with, bro, he remain Kendrick, bro. And when he do a verse, man, when that nigga do a verse for you, you better cherish that shit like gold, because it's rare that you see an artist like Kendrick or Eminem who remains genuine throughout their entire career, bro.
I'm not trying to catch every bullet for him. I'm just calling out facts that everybody can see. I just had to put that out there because Kendrick has this fan base where they have this weird obsession where they say Kendrick doesn't have to do anything. Leave him alone. That's not where this is going. I'm just stating the obvious.
Young Play is America's favorite
Well,
strawberry.
we know that Kendrick don't have to do shit, bro, but he gonna do it when he ready.
Instead of letting that go, J. Cole starts throwing subliminals like a messy ex, talking slick on the track, dropping these passive-aggressive ass bars like we didn't notice. But why? Especially knowing damn well you were too soft to stand on shit later. You threw rocks, you threw them stones, and you hid your hands. Drake beefing makes sense. It makes sense with Kendrick. I mean, their beef goes way back. They've been on bad terms forever. But you inserted yourself into drama that wasn't even yours. And for what? Because you was snap.
And he really did, bro. Like, J. Cole did not have to take Drake's side after that first person shooter shit happened, bro. But he did. You feel me? And then y'all seen Drake got sour after Kendrick Lamar. I mean, after J. Cole bowed out. Drake got sour. He got real sour. Because here's something I do believe too as well. If J. Cole did not bow, you know, that back and forth, that beef, whatever you want to call it, Drake would have definitely tried to use him, J. Cole, as a lyricist to go at Kendrick. You feel me? J. Cole definitely would have been Drake's shield as far as in when the bars come in. You feel me? Drake would have still been doing this thing, because they would have been a tag team. Like, they would have been. Right now, we would at least heard 2 or 3, 4, maybe 4 collaborations with them had J. Cole stayed on Drake's side. You feel me? But because he didn't remain that human shield for Drake, yeah, Drake like, you bitch ass motherfucker. Now I'm out here by myself going against this nigga. You just gonna punch this nigga in the face and run in the house and leave me behind to get my ass kicked. Yeah, that's how Drake was looking at it.
That's snake behavior. Cut the grass, reveal the snakes. And not because you teamed up with Drake. You a grown ass man. You could have your own friends. Ain't nobody talking about that. But because the fact you use your friend's beef to throw your own shots, that's weird as hell. And then don't forget when the music video dropped. Both y'all silly asses double down. Still mocking, still sending shots. All of a sudden you decide to coin this big 3 term, but then try to go and act like Kendrick wasn't a part of it. I mean, if you wasn't gonna back it up, why even talk? That's what makes it lame. You talk heavy, but you don't move with the same energy. You act like you're the GOAT, but you can't even stand on your own words. You poked a bear and then ran when it roared. Dropped a weak ass diss track and seen that it was so cheap that your only option at winning was performing the I'm taking the high road song. I'm too good for this ass motherfucker. I know you angry. I know you mad that first person shooter elevated this man's legacy like 20 times over. He's won Grammys and did a whole stadium tour off of the envy you had alone. And this is where it gets funny. Because honestly, honestly, Kendrick didn't even take it personal like that. That man was just rapping. It was a fair, clean shot. Competitive, not emotional. He kept it direct, stayed on topic, and addressed what needed to be addressed. He basically said, I see what y'all doing. I heard the slick shit. Now I'm answering it. Straightforward. No fake peace talk. No backhanded poetry, just bores. But nah, not you, Cole. Nah, Cole took that personally. This motherfucker responded like Kendrick insulted his whole entire ancestors.
First shit was classic, your last shit was tragic.
He went on that 7-minute drill track and unloaded like it's been bottled up for years. Pause.
Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it.
It didn't even sound like a response. It sounded like a diary entry from somebody who been itching to say that shit.
Your third shit was massive, and that was your prime. I was trailing right behind, and I just now hit mine.
I mean, you could really feel the bitterness in every bar.
The averaging one hard verse like every 30 months or something.
It was almost like he had been waiting for an excuse to air out everything he ever envied about
For
Kendrick.
real.
The respect, the consistency, the recognition. And honestly, that should have been a fair fight. Even though he took it so personally, it went personal. You guys are both rappers. Cool, stand on business. Battle it out. But nah, he folded mid-swing. The minute the internet didn't cheer for him the way he expected, he panicked. He thought people were gonna praise him for standing up. Where everyone was like, that's it? That's all you got? And instead of doubling down, he backpedaled. Riding that damn bike. Go ride your bike. Fuck out of here. His scary ass backpedaled away with that apology. And I'm so sick of hearing the whole Schoolboy Q shit talking about he only apologized because Schoolboy told him to. Man, that man apologized because he seen the internet's energy shift. He realized he bit off way more than he could chew. Let me tell you something. This ain't facts. This is my theory. This ain't facts. This is my theory. This is how I look at shit. My theory, Schoolboy didn't tell him a damn thing. I feel like they came up.
I kind of agree with her. I think Schoolboy was trying to warn him not to jump into this, and he decided to anyway. You feel me? But I don't think Schoolboy like told him like, man, if you don't jump out this beat, I'm gonna tear your ass up or something. Like, nah, I don't think it went that way. You feel me? J. Cole ended up making the wrong decision, and it made him look like, bro, yeah, it made him look like a real sucker. So he gotta live with that, bro. Like, I don't think it's gonna really, you know, with all the suckers out there, I don't think it's gonna really, you know, hurt his career or anything like that, his music career, because he's still, despite him doing that, bro, he's still one of the top 10 best lyricists right now within the past 10 to 15 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's not gonna change for him. He still got his loyal fans. That, you know, that's definitely not gonna change. And at any point in time, J. Cole can come out. He definitely can come out with a hit, bro. So that's not an issue for him. It's just the way he did what he did with this Drake and Kendrick Lamar thing. Let's just be honest, y'all. It really made him look like a bitch. A whole bitch. You feel me? And J. Cole, respectfully, I respect you, bro. So this ain't one of them shots that's not a shot. This is just me saying you bitched up. And you
Call CARACCIDENTHELP ongoing call. Double tap with 2 fingers to answer. Notification shade. Collapsed. Screening suspicious. The_real_BSC_simp. Hello. Button.
What's up?
Tap to creator tools. The_real.
But y'all, we about to get into this to see what's going on with Lil Durk. You know,
1 hour, 3 minutes, 17 seconds.
we still got time, y'all.
Learn more.
So let's get
Button.
into, you know, this Lil Durk.
Tap to activate. Actions available. Use tap with 3 fingers to view.
Like they came up with that story out.
Video progress bar 1 minute. 22 seconds. 27 minutes. 21 seconds.
That shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking
Video progress bar 1 minute. Seconds. 27 minutes. 21 seconds.
Them motherfuckers. Hold on, y'all.
Words said everything. It's funny how they scream loyalty till the money get
Video progress bar 10 minutes. 3 seconds. 26
Shit.
minutes. 54 seconds.
built that name together.
We ain't gonna watch this entire video, but we're gonna dive into some of it and see what's going on. I'm gonna start it right now. But before I start this, y'all, I gotta ask y'all something, man. So, I was looking at this shout out to all those that's watching that came in, if you can, please hit that like button. It's right there. I believe on the bottom left side, I think. If you don't mind, also hit that subscribe button for the blind homie. Yes, I am blind completely. But you see what I don't see and I hear what you can't hear. You feel me? But anyway, y'all, I was looking at this Say Cheese interview, right? And he had J-Mane up there. And J-Mane said something of the sense that, well, basically he was describing what was going on in Chicago with like the Mexicans or Latinos, and things like that, and what ICE was doing to them. Shout out ICE. I ain't trying to have no beef with y'all niggas either. But damn, shit. I don't know about y'all, bro, but ICE to me look like bro, that shit look like a motherfucking terrorist group, bro, to be honest. It look like a governmental terrorist group, bro, like, to be honest with y'all, bro. But anyway, he was like, I'm trying to word it the right way, bro. Like, basically saying how ICE job was to get rid of illegal immigrants, and the term illegal immigrant or illegal alien. Yeah, illegal alien. You know what I'm saying? and he was like, man, fuck. Like, I ain't never even seen a goddamn alien, but they calling them aliens. So, y'all open y'all conscious mind for me for a second. You feel me? Whether you white, black, Jew, Asian, Korean, Hispanic, whatever your ethnicity or creed is. But in your mind, like, so let's do it like this. If you white, you black. All right? If you black, you white. If you Mexican, you Asian. You know what I'm saying? If you a Christian, you a Jew. If you, you know what I'm saying? We gonna play like vice versa for a second. You feel me? So we all know one of the most derogatory terms in the world is the N-word, right? So in your mind, like, with we playing vice versa, what do you think would be the worst terminology ever? You know what I'm saying? Would it be the N-word? Or will it be like a motherfucker calling you an illegal alien? Like out of space type shit. Like you wasn't even born on this on this earth type. You know what I'm saying? Cause to me, bro, and I ain't saying calling somebody N-word is cool, but how people, my people, how we do, bro. We talk that how we talk sometimes, even though it's definitely wrong. We need to encourage each other to cause I try to be like bro. You feel me? I try to replace the N-word with bro, cause that's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we slip up and say it because that's we used to it. You know what I'm saying? But if you was a person of a Mexican descent, Latino descent in this country, and they trying to capture you because they calling you the N-word or illegal immigrant, illegal alien. Like how which is worse, y'all? To be the C word, the N word, illegal alien. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know these discriminating words. We ain't trying to get into all that, but it's just something fucked up about being called an illegal alien. Like the blind homie just find that kind of effed up, y'all. You feel me? Like I really think that's effed up to be called an illegal alien. You feel me? Like for them to be calling these people illegal aliens, in my mind, bro, that's just horrible. Cause like they gotta explain to their kids, like the American government calling them illegal aliens. They kids might be looking like mommy, daddy, I'm an alien. I ain't from this planet. You feel me? Like, so to be categorized as that, like how, like, what do y'all think about that, bro? Like, which is worse? You know what I'm saying? If y'all, somebody don't mind, let me know in the comments. You feel me? Just let the blind homie know. But we finna get into this video about a little dirt real quick.
Welcome to Live Chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide.
Yeah, abide by the rules, y'all. Let's remain, you know, respectable in the blind homie comments when you talking to, you know, my subscribers, my you know, my believers, my GrindtoWin believers and supporters. You feel me? Let's all be mindful and respectful of each other, alright? But I'm gonna start this video. I'll be right back, y'all.
He called a meeting, not public, not online, just him, a few trusted ones, and a man everyone thought was stealing. If you ever snake me, Dirk said quietly, remember who fed you. The room went silent. Nobody looked up. But from that night, tension never left. People close to Dirk say he became distant, more protective of his circle, less trusting. He stopped posting random faces, started moving with fewer people. One homie said, bro used to bring 10 people to a show. Now it's 4. He learned the hard way, love don't mean loyalty. Then came the studio leaks. Unreleased OTF tracks started surfacing online, verses that were supposed to drop with Lil Baby and Future. Somebody was sending files to outsiders. Dirk didn't say a word publicly, but inside the camp, paranoia spread fast. Everyone was blaming everyone. One person whispered, it's Memo, bro. He's salty about the label deal. Another shot back, nah, it's Buka. He ain't been the same since Dirk stopped pushing his tape. Meanwhile, Dirk sat back, watching. He started cross-checking dates, who was in the studio, who had the files, who left early. And slowly, the picture started forming. It wasn't just about leaks. It was about control. Because while Dirk was building his brand, signing new artists, and expanding only the family into a legit label, some older members felt left out. They wanted power, the kind Dirk held. But the problem is, there's only room for one leader. According to another insider, the real split happened during a private conversation between Dirk and one of his day ones. The argument? Who controlled OTF's masters? The source claimed Dirk said, this my blood, my name. Y'all can eat, but don't play with ownership. The other man replied, without us, there ain't no OTF. That night ended with slammed doors and silence.
See, them the people, when you trying to build something, them the people like that, that'll take everything you got down. Because it's not only that they want what you want, what you have or want to be where you at. They want everything. You feel me? They believe in their hearts of all hearts that none of this is happening if I wasn't here for you. You feel me? That's how them motherfuckers believe, y'all. So when you see a person like that, or you notice something like that, distance yourself from that person. Distance yourself from that person. Because not only if you continue to hang around that motherfucker, not only will he or she be your downfall, you feel me? But they gonna cost you more than what you willing to lose. You know what I'm saying? That's coming from your blind homie. Like whenever you see somebody that claiming that you got what you have because of them, or you wouldn't have what you have if they wasn't there, get rid of that motherfucker. Let that motherfucker go. You feel me? Because sometimes people don't understand, bro. God opened a lot of doors for certain things to happen. You feel me? God allow a lot of doors to open for certain people to to be in your life, you know, true to help support you or you support them. Y'all support each other. But when that person lose sight of, you know, the us part in this, the we did this together, the you know, the backing of each other, bro. Like they wanna take credit for everything. Get away from that mother. Hey, wash your hand with them. Let them go. Distance yourself from them as far as you can, and watch them. Like watch them. They gonna destruct. So watch them destruct once you distance yourself from them. You feel me? A person like that was never in it for the good to see everything, you know, succeed. You feel me? Like a lot of time motherfuckers have their own reason why they want to be a part of a team. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the gratification of the team. It's just because a lot of times they want to use the team to get to where they trying to go. So when they get to where they trying to go, they instantly feel like you wouldn't have got there had they not been part of that piece. You feel me? And understand, you like anything is replaceable. You feel me? Anything is replaceable. You can replace anything, but you can't replace you. You can't replace your seed. You feel me? But these other motherfuckers out here that's really not genuine for you, you can replace them. You feel me? Like you can replace them, bro. Like you can find the right piece to fit your puzzle to make sure that puzzle connect well and the goal is reached. You know what I'm saying? And once you got them baked up puzzle pieces in your in your in your team, in your box, in your puzzle box, yeah, ain't nothing gonna ever be completed because they want to be in control and they want to be known as that one. You feel me? So make sure if you got a team, make sure everybody in your team understand that we the team. If you the face, you be the face. And make sure everybody understand they part in the circle. You feel me? Like with my homies, my circle, this is my part right here. This is my part. I represent us by doing this YouTube shit for them. You feel me? That's my part. And they support me every other way. You did? So you gotta have a team like that.
Right.
Days later, Dirk unfollowed several of his own members on Instagram, and fans noticed instantly. OTF breaking up trended for 2 days straight. But instead of clearing the air, Dirk went quiet. That silence said more than any post could. Meanwhile, old friends started airing out private details on live streams. One ex-affiliate went on IG Live saying, "Man, Dirk ain't who he say he is. He switched up once he touched real money." Another started dropping subliminals in songs, lines about betrayal, money, and fake brothers turning bosses. And still, Dirk said nothing. He just kept working, dropping singles, buying property, staying low. But behind closed doors, he was keeping notes. Literally, a small black notebook full of names, dates, and amounts owed. One engineer told a YouTuber he started tracking everything himself. Every dollar, every verse, every...
The DJ he talking about, I believe, is DJ Banks. One of Lil Durk's I'ma just say he's one of Lil Durk's favorite DJs because they done a lot of songs together. They made a lot of hits together.
Right.
He knew somebody inside was bleeding him slow. Then came the moment that changed everything, the Atlanta betrayal. Dirk had flown some of the crew out to record for his next project. It was supposed to be a comeback, new sound, new focus, tighter circle. But during those sessions, something went down. A local DJ leaked an unheard snippet that no one outside that studio should have had. The song? A diss aimed at snakes in the grass. Fans caught it fast. Dirk talking about his own team, one tweet said. Another read, "Somebody in OTF done him dirty FR." By the next day, that DJ's account was gone, deleted. But the damage was done. Inside OTF, it was chaos. People pointing fingers, deleting DMs, leaving Atlanta early. Dirk reportedly confronted one of his closest friends, asking straight up, "You leaking music for clout?" The guy denied it, swore on everything. But Dirk wasn't convinced. "If I find out you did, you done," he said. And that's when one of the coldest moves in OTF history happened. Dirk cut off 3 members in silence. No posts, no tweets, no statements. He just stopped showing up with them. No more shout-outs, no more tags, no more chains. Fans started piecing it together. Why Brody ain't around no more. Why they ain't on the new tape. Then one of those former members dropped a snippet of his own, a track titled "Loyalty Don't Pay." In it, he rapped, "I fed the wolves till they bit my hand / now I stand alone, still the man." The internet lost its mind. Everyone thought it was aimed at Dirk. And maybe it was. But what nobody realized is that Dirk had already planned his next move. He wasn't just going to respond in music. He was going to expose the betrayal without saying a word. The following week, Dirk showed up to a private event wearing a chain that read "OTF Reborn." Not OTF, only the family. OTF Reborn. And just like that, speculation turned into confirmation. The original crew was done. Now, people started asking, what exactly happened that made Dirk turn on his own? That's when a clip from an unreleased documentary surfaced. A camera caught Dirk backstage whispering to a friend, "You can't trust people who love your shine more than they love you." That one line broke the internet. Blogs reposted it everywhere. Dirk exposes OTF betrayal. New wave coming. The truth behind the split. But little did fans know, this was only the beginning. Because what happened next would drag old friends, blood ties, and street politics into one of the messiest betrayals Chicago rap has ever seen. When Dirk showed up with that new OTF Reborn chain, it wasn't just jewelry, it was a message. A warning shot. Everyone who'd ever doubted his loyalty suddenly realized he wasn't playing anymore. Fans went crazy online. Comments like "Bro just reset the whole family," and "He really cut them off quiet" style flooded the internet. But not everyone was celebrating. The people who'd been left out, the ones Dirk quietly dropped, they felt humiliated. One of them, an OTF member who used to post beside Dirk daily, suddenly started going live every night. He didn't say names, but his words said everything. It's funny how they scream loyalty till the money get real. We built that name together. Ain't no rebirth without the originals. Fans didn't need him to say more. They knew exactly who he was talking about. Then came the subliminals. OTF affiliates started dropping tracks with lines like "You changed for the bag, I stayed for the block, and it's lonely at the top when you leave your brothers at the bottom." It was all over the blogs within days. Dirk versus OTF. The family war nobody saw coming. What really lit the fire was a leaked phone call that surfaced 2 weeks later. In the audio, you could hear a familiar voice, allegedly one of Dirk's ex-homies, saying, "He stopped cutting the checks. Bro said we wasn't pulling numbers. Like we ain't risk our lives for that name." Fans started connecting dots. Maybe this wasn't about loyalty at all. Maybe it was about business. According to someone close to the label, Dirk had tightened OTF's payroll. Every artist now had to show actual numbers to get paid. No more homie stipends. It was about results. That didn't sit right with some of the day ones who weren't charting anymore. The split became personal. One insider told a Chicago blog they wanted fame without grind. Dirk wanted structure. That's where it broke. Meanwhile, Dirk kept his mouth shut. No interviews. No lives.
And Dirk did, bro. He been quiet through a lot of this stuff. But the only thing I think that really messed him up was that doggone DJ Academics interview. He said a little too much without saying nothing, and I don't think he realized that. But while they trying to play the feds to the left, y'all like motherfuckers need to understand, bro. The feds understand a lot of this terminology that we use, so you're not really fooling them. And I think that's what Lil Durk, think he's doing. You know what I'm saying? you know, good luck to him in his case and trial and everything that that he's dealing with right now, that he got on his plate. And since he been gone, he lost a lot too. He just lost Bezu, he lost Gleesh. You know what I'm saying? I think it was somebody else he was real close with that ended up losing their life early this year, sometime this year. So I think this year he lost at least 3 or 4 people. You know what I'm saying? And then he lost a couple of homies, you know, to the federal system too. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely been going through it this past year and a half, or whatever, however long he been, you know, incarcerated right now. So, you know, good luck to him, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely know, you know, he definitely feels some type of way about what happened to Bezu. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes, you know, because of they fans, they be fans, they not really understanding. You feel me? Like they don't have fights with their brothers or sisters or, you know, or girlfriends or homeboys or something like that. You feel me? So when fans see certain things, they instantly start thinking, you know, these artists be beefing, and that's not the case. Like they don't be beefing or nothing. They just, you know, they just have some issues, you know, sometimes like any other people. You feel me? And sometimes it just take time, you know what I'm saying, for them issues to blow over, especially if you tight like that. If you really tight like that, you ain't gonna let something small, or know how big or small it is, you're not gonna let it ruin your relationship that you have, that bond. You know what I'm saying? Unless they really do some, you know, some snaky, you know, conniving type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stealing from you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to mess with your old lady or your lady, your man or something like that. Girl trying to mess with your man. Your homegirl trying to mess with your man or something like that. You feel me? So it be certain things that you know, distant, you know, a motherfucker from somebody that they once really loved and had loyalty for and trust in like that, until they break that type of trust. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely don't think Bezu was one of them type of people. Like, yeah, they had their argument or whatever, they disagreements or whatever, but I think most of their disagreements came in, you know, with like street politics. It do seem like Lil Durk wasn't trying to think a certain way, while Bezu was still thinking a certain way because of, you know, his surroundings and where he was at the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that really ultimately looked like what caused them to have issues. You know what I'm saying? Dirk just wasn't on certain things that Bezu was still on, and I think Dirk was trying to, like, you know, get Bezu mind to change the way he views certain things, you know, when it comes to the streets. But when you end up like that, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Dirk was trying to change his mind from a street mentality to more of a business mentality, and Bezu wasn't really seeing that at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Music and silence. But that silence got loud when a diss track dropped from one of his former affiliates. The song was called Family Don't Mean Forever. In the track, he rapped, he traded love for label checks, forgot who got him there. It didn't take long for fans to realize who he was talking about. Within hours, the clip hit Twitter. Thousands of comments. Ain't no way he talking about Dirk like that. This getting messy. And while social media was eating it up, Dirk was already making his counter move. A week later, he released a snippet on Instagram with a caption that said, "If you feel guilty, I ain't even talking to you." The verse? Cold-blooded. They only love you when the money split / they hate the hand that built their hit / I gave you light. You gave me shade / you envy what you helped me make. That 4-line preview did more damage than a full diss track. Because it wasn't rage, it was calm. Calculated. Fans flooded the comments. He talking about Memo. He dissing Buka. He clearing the air in poetic form. And right as everyone thought the beef had peaked, something even bigger dropped. A leaked group chat screenshot. In the messages, someone accused Dirk of blocking certain artists from releasing music under the OTF banner. The reason? They allegedly didn't clear paperwork or had unpaid balances. But the way it read made it look like Dirk was shutting people out on purpose. Then, a burner account posted a long thread claiming Dirk had manipulated the contracts and kept masters under his own LLC. The thread went viral instantly, over 100,000 reposts in a day. But here's the twist. The IP address behind that burner belonged to someone who used to live with Dirk. Fans went wild. It's an insult.
That's about it with that little Dirk stuff, y'all, man. But he got a long hill to climb, you know. Let's see what they got going on right here, y'all. Oh, I forgot where I put this Jay-Z stuff at, y'all. I'm trying to find it. Oh, that'll be it.
Bloody Mary. Y'all know her. Y'all heard her voice before. Somewhere, somehow. We just gonna wait till she in the booth. When she go wild. Yeah, right. Like Clark Kent, got the glasses on.
Yeah, a lot of them got killed as a result of that record, though. On both sides.
That record caused a lot of murders.
A lot of murders. Girls, guys, yeah.
Me, Lil Hawk, D-Braze, Laniac, man, Spider, Bloody Mary, all of them are gone. Except me, all of them are gone. All of them are gone.
She never topped the Billboard charts. She never earned a platinum record. But talk to any true hip-hop fan about Bloody Mary, and they'll tell you she was the real deal.
Me in the flesh, on the full clip, new record. Yeah. We just gonna wait till she in the booth. When she go wild. Yeah, right. Like Clark Kent, got the glasses on.
She had the bars, the voice, the presence, and she blessed the game with a verse that's still ranked among the greatest in gangsta rap history. But sadly, she was a superstar. The mainstream never got to see shine. Let's dive in. To really understand the force of nature that was Bloody Mary, you've got to start with where Rajni Falks came from, and how far she had to fall before she found her place in the streets of the West Coast. Born on July 20...
Like, I ain't from LA, so I haven't heard of her before, but if you had, let me know. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what they're talking about. One of the best lyricists, female lyricists. So we're gonna see what's up with this.
1970, in Steubenville, Ohio, Rajni grew up miles away from the gang culture that would later define her identity. Steubenville was a quiet, blue-collar town, industrial, uneventful, and far removed from the violence that plagued Los Angeles in the 90s. Up until she moved, she had absolutely no ties to gangs, no bloodshed, no block politics. That life hadn't touched her yet. Everything changed when she moved to Compton, California. It wasn't just a new home, it was a whole new world. One day she was just a girl from Ohio. The next, she was walking into a battlefield. An all-out war between Bloods and Crips, where survival required more than just smarts. Compton was a shock to the system. Every corner had history, every street had stories, and the city didn't care if you were ready for it or not. It was either adapt or get swallowed whole. That's where her transformation began. But there's a deeper, darker story behind why she jumped straight into the gang life so quickly. And even though some parts of it are still rumors whispered through the streets, they paint a haunting picture. Word has it, according to people like DJ Battlecat, who were close to the scene, that she may have been SA'd either right before or just after.
Uber Eats knows football's open for chicken, wing for spoon, and now a buy one, get one free. Popeyes.
Her arrival in Compton, that kind of trauma can flip a switch inside you, make you drop everything you were, and run toward anything that promises strength and protection. That might have been the moment Rajni Falks became Bloody Mary. So she didn't just join the Piru Bloods, she became one with them. Her main set was the Avenue Piru gang in Inglewood, which was wild because they weren't even from Compton. They were the first Piru set outside it. But even if her roots weren't in Compton dirt, her loyalty was real. She was deeply connected to the Avenue Piru gang, and she also developed ties with the Fruittown Piru on the east side. She wasn't just somebody saying words into a mic. She lived what she rhymed.
Oh, my girl Nene X, she was from Dayton. She didn't, but she fell in with, with the blood.
Bloody Mary, R.I.P.
Yeah, Bloody Mary.
Her entry into hip-hop came from an unexpected direction. It wasn't her blood homies who brought her into the studio. It was actually a Crip, a rapper by the name of Tweety Bird Locke.
who was from the Kelly Park Compton Crips, spotted her. He saw her raw potential, her energy, the way she carried herself. He knew something big was there. He linked her with producer Ron Phillips, the man behind Dangerous Records. At first, Ron wasn't really trying to hear it. A female rapper on a hardcore gang album, that wasn't the vision. But Bloody Mary wasn't asking for permission. She pulled up, demanded to be heard, and made it clear she was going to be part of whatever came next. That next thing was something nobody saw coming. In 1993, the LA rap scene was booming. NWA had already ripped the lid off the city's reality. Ice Cube was speaking truth to power, and Snoop was turning Long Beach slang into poetry. But in the middle of all that, something deeper was happening. A lot of gang members from the streets felt like rappers were making money talking about a life they didn't really live. They were tired of studio gangsters getting rich off their reality. Out of that frustration came an idea so bold it was almost impossible. Two men, OYG Red Rum 781 from the Avenue Piru gang and Tweety Bird Locke from KPCC, came up with a concept that could have only been born in the trenches. What if Bloods and Crips came together on the same record, not to shoot at each other, but to out-rap one another? Instead of bullets, bars. Instead of funerals, maybe a few record deals. They brought the idea to Ron and pitched it as a way for real gang members to make money without having to pull triggers.
Me and Tweety Bird came up with the concept of banging on wax. Me and Tweety Bird took it to Robert Lewis, which is his studio. So he took the idea to Ronnie Phillips, and then that's when the album was made, that's when history was made, and that's when they sold it.
16 people from the streets would record an album. 8 Bloods, 8 Crips, and the world would hear the truth straight from the source. That album would become Bangin' on Wax. And right in the middle of it all was Bloody Mary. She chose her own name, tapping into something both terrifying and unshakable.
Red is the color identified with the Bloods. The Crips wear blue. 16 gang members have put aside their weapons and their differences and united as rappers.
We're trying to show them that we can come together, make a record, and show positive issues, and at the same time, prove that we have talents, other than just pulling triggers and doing whatever.
As you can imagine, getting Bloods and Crips in the same room wasn't easy. At the start of the project, many of the gang members didn't even want to be in the same space, let alone collaborate. The atmosphere in the studio was thick with tension. Crips sat on one side, Bloods on the other, hands never too far from the weapons they carried in from the streets. Tech 9s, AKs, .357s. Ron Phillips, the producer, had his hands full. He had to play peacekeeper, reminding everyone that the studio was neutral territory. Whatever beef they had, it had to stay on the beat, not boil over into real violence.
I mean, I didn't know half the guys, but they came there, no violence. I mean, it was a little confrontation, but when everybody understood, hey man, we're here to make records, we're not here to fight and kill each other, we're here to make records, it was cool.
Despite that, the work got done, and fast. The whole album, Bangin' on Wax, was recorded in about 2 weeks. It dropped on March 9th, 1993, and the streets went crazy for it. This was no fantasy rap. These were the real voices of the neighborhoods you heard about on the news, straight from the people who lived it. Both sides took shots at each other on the album, but the consensus among the gang members was that rapping was a far safer and more productive way to seek revenge.
So later on down the line, we will put these away, you know what I'm saying, be able to kick them up to one another without having to say, damn, that's blood, or I'm a crip, you know what I'm saying? They just kick it homeboys, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be blood boys, it's gonna be a black crack.
The album climbed to number 86 on the Billboard 200, and by the time the dust settled, it had sold over 500,000 copies. It went gold. For an underground street album, made by people who weren't even artists in the traditional sense, that was huge. It proved something that had been simmering under the surface. Audiences were hungry for the truth, the real, unfiltered truth. Bloody Mary was all over the album. She jumped in on tracks like Rip a Crab in Half, No Way Out, and CK Ride, but there's no question about where she made her mark. Her legend is tied forever to one song, Pyru Love. Pyru Love wasn't just a blood anthem. It was a cultural shift, structured around a smooth, funk-heavy sample of Zapp and Rogers' Computer Love. The song featured 4 blood artists, Lil Stretch, Red Rum 781, Lil Leak, CK, and of course, Bloody Mary. It became the most iconic track to come from the Bangin' on Wax era. But what etched it into hip-hop history was Mary's opening verse. Even now, hip-hop historians and old heads swear that what she did in that verse has never been matched. She took 16 bars and turned them into a map of the entire blood universe, name-checking almost every active blood or Pyru set in Los Angeles County. No fillers, no throwaways. Every line was repping someone, somewhere, with pinpoint precision. In one breath, she could take you from Bompton Boulevard to Pasadena, calling out dozens of sets like she was reading from a Bible of Piru history. She kicked it off like this. Now in the bitey of Bompton, Lime Hood is down with the mob. Hollywood and Cross Atlantic off of Bompton Boulevard.
I still can't find out who Bloody Mary was, y'all. Y'all figure her out, let me know in the comment section. But I've been trying to find something on her, but this is about all I can find, too. I'm still looking for my stuff on Rock Nation and Jay-Z. You know, while we cooling right now in the Lions Den, you feel me? But, ladies, I know a lot of ladies missed this. And if this young lady herself, I believe this video, she getting on the stand and about the Julio murder. So I'm about to play this so you guys can see how this went. And I really think this probably saved her from, you know, being in prison for at least 20 to 25 years of her life. So she will be able to come home at some point, you know, to see her child that she had, I believe, earlier this year. I believe the baby was born earlier this year. So maybe by the time she get out, she'll be able to see, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but if you can clarify, let me know. But if she end up doing less than 20 years, it could be possible by the time she get out. Her son or daughter could be at least 10 to 12 years old. Maybe she get out sooner.
Video progress bar 0 seconds of 11 minutes. 13 seconds.
Pay attention to your kids, mamas and daddies. Make sure they ain't out here fucking with these knuckleheads.
Okay, very good. Let's bring the jury.
Yes, sir. All rise. All jurors ready, Judge.
Okay, very good. Welcome back, members of the jury. Everyone have a seat. I apologize for the delay, but we are ready to proceed. Defense, call your next witness. All right, Ms. Andrews, I need you to raise your right hand to be sworn. Yes. Okay, very good. You may proceed.
Since the dawn of time, people have been playing by itch, not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wet. See how wet dude wipes completely clears while dry TV smears? Ditch the itch and switch to wet extra large dude wipes for the best clean.
Miss Andrews, can you please turn to the jury and introduce yourself by name?
My name is Alicia Andrews.
All right, Miss Andrews, you're charged with 2 counts. One is first-degree murder, and the other is conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Did you know that Charles Jones was going to die on June 23rd of 2024?
No, I did not.
Did you have any involvement in Charles Jones's murder?
No, I did not.
Did anyone tell you anything about a plot to kill Charles Jones when you went to Tampa?
No, they didn't.
And y'all, trust me, she could be absolutely telling the truth. And I honestly, the blind homie, I can't see her face. I can't look in her eyes, nothing like that, y'all. But I believe her. But remember, bro, there's this thing called guilty by association. So even though she probably still didn't know what was going on, you know, to the street she did. To the legal system, she did. And she still chose to go along with it. So ladies, young ladies, be careful who, you know, you intertwine yourself with. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you not, you know, out here with these tough ass dudes, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to be too damn tough and shit like that, bro. Or claiming to be part of, associate, you know, with a gang. Because these days, it can go real bad for you, you know. And she's in a bad situation because of her boyfriend putting her in that situation without her actually knowing she's a part of, like, damn near everything that went on.
Take a step back. How old are you, Miss Andrews?
22.
And at the time of this incident, how old were you?
21.
Did you go to high school?
Yes.
Which high schools did you go to?
I went to Rains High School and Andrew Jackson.
How long did you go to Rains High School for?
I think it was like a year, I believe.
It was a year? Do you know what year that was?
I think.
And yeah, she sound like a very young, intelligent young lady. You feel me? She even sound very attractive too as well. So how she got entwined with you know, the guys that was rivaling Julio, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But she definitely intertwined herself with the wrong person.
Right. Maybe 2017, 2018, one of those.
And where, on what side of town is Rains?
I think that's considered the north.
That's the north side?
I think so.
And did you live on the north side at that time?
I'm like on the north/east.
Okay. Why were you going to Rains?
My sister was going there, so I wanted to go to a school where I knew somebody.
When you were at Rains High School, did you hear of a shooting that happened at Rains High School?
Yes.
Was this shooting big news at the high school?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, everybody talked and it was at a football game, so police just came, it was all over the media.
And was it made known to you who was involved in the shooting?
Yes.
Right. Who do you know was involved in the shooting?
I just would always hear the name Robert Howard, but I didn't really know him.
You didn't know him personally?
If you haven't yet, please hit that like button for the blind homie. Please continue to hit that subscribe button too, y'all. We're gonna get back into this. Let me see if I'm missing any comments or anything like that, my people.
Elaine Kindle. Hi, button.
Hey.
_real_BSC_simp. Hello.
Hello.
But the Dino. Welcome to Live.
What else we got?
Elaine Kindle.
Alright, let's finish up this video, y'all. But I'm gonna come back live later on this week when I find my Jay-Z Rock Nation stuff.
Alright. And they would have like these track meets that everybody go to called Bob Hayes.
Okay. Did you leave Rains High School to go to another school?
Yes.
Why did you leave that school?
I mean, it just really wasn't for me, and my sister had already graduated by that time, so.
Where did you end up going?
Andrew Jackson High School.
And where is that school?
I don't know what side of town it's supposed to be. North, I guess.
When you left Rains High School, did you have any friends still at Rains High School?
Yes.
Did you still communicate with those friends from Rains?
Yes.
Did you also have friends that went to the new school?
Yeah.
And do you maintain any friendships from either of those schools today?
Yes.
When did you meet Isaiah Chance?
So in case you guys don't understand a little bit about law, right now what because that's the defense lawyer. So what he's doing right now is basically trying to build her credibility up. Like he's building her background up. He's trying to get a jury her background to prove that, she's not a gang member, she's not associated with a gang member, and to just basically let the jury know that her boyfriend was just her boyfriend. He probably was in the gang, but she wasn't. So right now he's just trying to, you know, give the jury a good background of her background growing up and things like that. To prove she's, like I say, she's not the kind of person that the district attorney is trying to make her out to be.
Right. It's like towards the end of 2021.
Towards the end of 2021?
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, tell me this. Were you in high school when you met him?
Yes.
And when did you graduate high school?
May 2021. I don't remember the date though.
Okay.
It was May.
And they so young, bro. She just graduated.
When did you start to date Isaiah Chance?
I would consider that like in the summertime.
Summer of after you graduated?
Yes.
All right. Did you know him before? Did you know him before you started to date him?
I knew of him.
All right. What did you know of him?
He had a sister that I was close with, not close with, but like cool with at Ray's high school.
And when you started dating in May or after May of 2021, how long did that relationship last for?
It wasn't very long. We were on and off.
Did you ever live with Isaiah Chance?
No.
Where did you live?
I stayed with my parents.
All right. And did Isaiah Chance ever come over to your parents' home?
He never been inside, but he's picked me up.
All right. Did you, at any point in time, ever stay the night at Isaiah Chance's home?
Yes.
Who did he live with?
His mom and family members.
This is why that's bad right there. Because her parents really never knew the nigga she was dating. I'm pretty sure if her father's a part of the household, when he looked at that little nigga, bro, he probably been he probably been all over her. You feel me? So the fact that her own parents really never saw Isaiah, I think that's his name. You feel me? Her boyfriend is boy, it's kind of mind blowing, bro. And it does kind of, help the district attorney in a sense of them saying or trying to show to the jury that, hey, because she was a gang member, she didn't want her parents to know, so she never showed or introduced him to her parents as her boyfriend or whatever like that. So the government or the state, they will use that type of stuff against them. You know what I'm saying? But man, I could just imagine what her dad would have felt like if he would have, been able to actually had a closer eye on her boyfriend. Like maybe he would have had her leave him alone or did something to prevent this because of her parents not knowing what the hell was going on and what she was into. She ended up in a murder trial for hire.
Right.
How long would you stay, just generally, how long would you stay at Isaiah Chance's house?
Sometimes it would be a week or two or days. It depends, like, what I'm doing.
All right. Did you have a job?
It depends what year. I did have a job.
What jobs did you have?
I worked at Amazon. I was a substitute teacher. I had a lot of jobs. So Ulta Beauty, worked at Victoria's Secret. What else? I think that was all of them.
When you were growing up...
Yeah, damn it, the young lady sounds beautiful enough to work at Ulta Beauty or be a substitute teacher. Like, young nigga don't want to see no ugly ass old substitute teacher. You know what I'm saying? They want to see the young, so that's going to make them pay attention in class. So, yeah, shout out to her for being a substitute teacher, man. I'm telling you, like, I can hear the intelligence in her voice as a young lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, she sounds very intelligent. She just, I don't know what it was to get her really wrapped up in that guy, man. But y'all know how the good girls be the good girls. A lot of times, like the bad boys, and a lot of times the bad boys get them put in. If he really, if you gonna be a bad boy that's not gonna put your old lady in the mix of shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep her out of it, bro. You feel me? Like I'm like my baby mama at the time when we was together, she couldn't tell you nothing that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't talking to her about none of that shit. She might see some of it, but I wouldn't talk to her about it. She would not be in the loop of what was going on. And, you know, that's how he was supposed to keep his old lady. Like, she wasn't supposed to be nothing. She was supposed to be around none of that. He wasn't supposed to try to use her as no god doggone alibi or nothing like that. He was supposed to make sure she was safe was to keep her out the way, and he didn't. Like he to me, he didn't care about her being his girlfriend like that, bro.
During the Andrew Jackson High School, did you see any of the gang activity or the gang back and forth while you were in high school?
I saw it online.
All right. What types of things did you see online?
They would go on Instagram, like, and go live, and everybody would be sitting next to everybody, like, are y'all watching? Like, we're young, we don't have nothing to do, so we'd be kind of tuned in, just watching.
All right. And when you say they are going live, who is they?
The victim in this case, he would go live, and I guess the other people that didn't like him.
All right. And who the other people that didn't like him at that time?
The individual that goes by Young and Ace.
Okay. So they would go.
Damn. Young and Ace. Your ass might be in trouble, bro. Because the jury gonna want to know now, what does Young and Ace has to do with all this outside of the music? So, Young and Ace better be real careful, bro. Like, he better be real careful, bro. Because if he did have anything to do with Fulio being unalive, he gonna be in a mix of a RICO, along with a murder for hire, along with conspiracy to commit murder. It's gonna be a lot of stuff they gonna tie Young and Ace up with. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tie him up with that shit and drag his ass like through the courtroom, through everything, bro. So with her saying his name on the stand, it's probably only a matter of time before we see Young and Ace, you know, being picked up by, you know, law enforcement.
On social media?
Yeah, along with other people.
Was this popular conversation in school?
Yes.
And would people send these lives and these different things to each other?
Yes.
Would people text about these things?
Yes.
And would people talk about these things?
Yes.
Would they talk about it at school, like at lunch?
Yes.
Would they talk about it during practice and for sports?
Yes.
Would they talk about it at football games?
Yeah.
All right. This was common knowledge to everyone in the schools?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, again, we were young, so everything that's going on in the media, everybody just talked about it.
Did you have any personal connection to Robert Howard?
No.
What about to Spaz?
No.
All right. Did you know Spaz?
No, I heard of him.
All right. And when I say Spaz, I'm referring to Gerard Adams.
Yeah, I don't know him. I heard of him.
Okay. Did you have any personal connection to this individual, Bibby?
No.
All right. Did you know of him?
Yes.
And how did you know of these individuals? Like Spaz, Bibby, how did you know of these people?
When one individual died, some people would post it, so I would see it.
Okay.
And I absolutely think she telling the truth about that, bro. Cause these young niggas be doing so much on the internet, bro. Like they put out too much on the internet, bro. So, you know, I can understand why she's saying that, bro. And I got to believe that's how she really found out about everything. And I got to believe, like, that's probably how she knew some of the names. I don't really think she had any type of personal relationships with those people, you know, outside of her boyfriend at the time. Like, I think he's the one with all the relationship and bonds with those guys. Like, I don't really think she been around them guys like that. But the fact that he actually took her to Tampa to do what they did to Julio, you know, made it look even worse. It made it look like she knew a lot more than what she was saying.
Right.
When you started to date Isaiah Chance, how was your relationship with him?
In the beginning, it was good, I would say. And then he changed over time. I mean, once we got comfortable with each other.
What did he change? What changed about him?
He started to be a little more controlling. Like as I got older and I would want to go out, he didn't like that.
In what ways was he controlling?
Like he would tell me what to post, what not to post, or if he didn't want me to take something down, or don't wear this, don't wear that, like little stuff like that.
And when he was having these controlling ways, would you listen to him?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, I didn't know no better at the time.
Boy, see what young, dumb, being in love can do? And we all was there, bro. Like, I don't give a damn if you was a man, if you a man or a woman, bro. We all was there, bro. We all was young, dumb, and in love, and would have did anything for the motherfucker, you know, that we said I love you to. Even if that motherfucker said I love you and didn't even mean that shit, bro. All we needed to hear was them say I love you too, or I love you. You feel me? And boy, yeah, I know. So, yeah, the love she had for him, bro, it made her, you know, in that zombie mode, bro. Clueless. She was willing, nigga. She probably walked through fire, hailstorm, brim for that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And because she loves him that much, he got her put in a murder trial. Let's see what's happening next for a second.
Right.
Other than just having controlling ways, did Isaiah Chance ever put his hands on you?
Yes.
How many times?
I wouldn't say I was counting, but it's been a few times.
Do you remember the first time that it happened?
Yes.
When was the first time that it happened?
Back in like 2021 at his house.
What happened in that situation?
We were arguing over the phone. Like he wanted my phone and I wouldn't give it to him.
No charges.
There we go. Ladies, whenever you dealing with something like that, bro, just go ahead and jump on out. Don't see if it's gonna change. You feel me? You should never put yourself in a position where you can give a guy like that to repeatedly put his hands on you. You feel me? If you ain't gonna call the police, get away. You ain't gonna get away and you love that much for that much. Pay a nigga that you know that can beat that ass so he'll know not to do that shit no more. And I'm not, you know, invoking or any violence or anything like that, bro. But, you know, it's too many guys out here, you know, that's abusing women. You know what I'm saying? And guys, I know sometimes our hands be tied and shit. If we do something, it's gonna. Yeah, I know, I understand that, bro. You feel me? But ladies, if you got somebody that love you that much and trying to protect you, bro, from a motherfucker that putting their hands on you like that, bro, let that person protect you, bro. Because if they willing to crash out because, you know, they willing to protect you, you know, from another dude putting their hand, that nigga really love you, whether it's a brother, uncle, cousin, you know, father, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or other homeboy. You know what I'm saying? And not all the, yeah, we know not all the time homeboys to a female is a homeboy because they crushing them or something like that. They might really genuinely feel them as a friend or a sister or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, ladies, don't put yourself in that repetitive cycle like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you worth more than that. You worth more than a nigga that keep wanting putting his hands on you and destroy your beautiful structure. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't gonna call the police on them, back off, move away, get away. I don't give a damn if you had kids with him or not. You feel me? If that motherfucker want to be around his kids that much, then he wouldn't put his hands on. You know what I'm saying? I get, you know, as young men, you know, 18, 25, 27, bro, we don't know how to control our emotions at that time. You feel me? But it is some dudes out there, ladies, that at that age that can control their emotions. That's not gonna do those type of things to you. You feel me? So, you know, see if you can end up with one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we know just because the dude start out doing that stuff don't mean, you know, he don't grow out of it. A lot of times they do. You feel me? But if they keep showing you signs of that, they not gonna grow out, and you hadn't done anything to oppose them or harm them or anything like that, bro. Then yeah, it's either, you know, get the law involved or get somebody involved that protect you or get away from that mother. You know what I'm saying? So you won't end up like Alicia Andrews, you feel me, scared or fearful that if she don't do certain things, you know, for her boyfriend, she's gonna get hit on or whatever like that. You feel me? If a dude treat you like that nigga really don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's some bust ass niggas out here that allow females to punch on them and stuff like that. And dude, if you like that, your ass deserve to be punched on. Maybe she trying to punch the manhood in you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Even though it's still wrong, bro. Like still, don't put your hands on her. She punching the shit out you, bro. If you can't deal with it, bro, you can't handle her. She too much for you, bro. Move out the way for a nigga that can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep being a puncher bag, bro. Go on about your business, bro. Find you, you know, old, I don't know, Snow White motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's a Disney motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously a woman like that is too much for you to handle. You know what I'm saying? You going to work with black eyes and swollen lips and shit. Yeah, bro. She tear your ass up, man. Yeah, y'all stop that. Keep y'all hands to yourselves unless y'all trying to embrace each other, bro. You feel me? Hey, man, hope everybody enjoyed the time. You know, I definitely enjoyed the time spending with my subscribers, my GrindtoWin supporters. You feel me? Again, shout out to all the veterans. Happy Veterans Day to all you guys out there, ladies, gentlemen. Happy Veterans Day. You know, I hope everyone enjoyed their Veterans Day. You know what I'm saying? I definitely did. They gave us a day off, so anytime I can make, you know, free money from not going to work, bro, yeah, definitely. That's always a good day for me. You did. But please continue to hit that like. Please continue to drop them comments for the BlindHomie. Please continue to hit that subscribe button. The more likes you give me, the more I'm out there into the YouTube algorithm. You know what I'm saying? They need to check your BlindHomie out. So you guys help me get out there. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy the rest of you guys' week. And I will come back live again once I find my Jay-Z Rock Nation stuff. But y'all don't know what happened, bro. I don't know. I don't know what happened, bro. Dang, it's like they just scrub all my shit off. You know what I'm saying? Why they did that? I don't know. I damn sure don't talk about it. And if they believe, whoever believe Jay-Z the best rapper out there, bro, y'all tripping. He ain't got nothing on Kendrick Lamar. He definitely ain't got nothing on Eminem. That nigga is not the GOAT. You feel me? He ain't even one of the GOATs. He just Jay-Z is just a dope rapper with some hits. That's to the BlindHomie. That's the BlindHomie opinion, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. My I'm sorry to all the Jay-Z fans out there. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I don't mean to crush y'all like that. New York, this ain't no hate, New York. This ain't no Georgia, New York hate. You know what I'm saying? This just, I don't see what y'all see in that mother. But we gonna, you know, once I find, you know, on my content, we gonna do something on that. You feel me? But I hope everybody enjoyed the rest of their night. Stay warm. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of trouble, man. Look out for one another. Be good to each other. Hey, it's the BlindHomie, man. And I'm out, baby.
Top fan, finish. Are you sure you want to stop? Okay, but YouTube. Tap to activate.